Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another one. Today, we're going to be reacting to Lemuria from Beast 1333. This was suggested originally by Jabrain and most recently by Child Succubus. So, thank you guys for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. But without any further ado, let's get right into it. Let's see what Lemuria is all about. Let's see what Beast 1333 has to say. Let's get it.
Madame Helena Petrovna Blavatsky. She was born in Russia in 1831. It was said that as a child, she talked with spirits in her sleep. As a young woman, she traveled the globe extensively. According to her, the Atlanteans did exist. They were only the third of 7 root races of mankind.
Awesome intro. Love the use of that that sample, that quote, wherever they found that. And then some real nice reverb and just a slight bit of echo on there. Adds a lot of flavor. Great intro. Let's see where it goes.
Did exist. They were only the third of 7 root races of mankind. Their predecessors being a race called the Lemurians. Millions of years ago, she said. The Lemurians had also sunk into the sea.
Evolutionary land bridge and root race.
Okay, interesting. So we're teed up. The Lemurians are some ancient race, some predecessors, I guess. They came before, and now we're talking about their descendants. We'll see what the verse is about, but let's hear it.
The Lemurians had also sunk into the sea.
Evolutionary land bridge and root race with all hermaphroditic super biodome hyper advanced math analytics underground pound like Riddick mapping earth plate tectonic future weaponry unleashing great earthquakes and comets viscoelasticize.
Okay, great vocabulary, big words. We got some $5 words on this track, but but nah, great sound coming in. Talking about the earth, land bridges, tectonic plates. We got a bunch of other stuff going on in there, but let's keep it going.
Earth plate tectonic future weaponry unleashing great earthquakes and comets viscoelasticize. Big bang as universe born blasticize. Composed of etheric matter out Mount Meru's where it plasticized. Had yellow skin, the esoteric continent, Nebraska black Lemurians building shelters on Mount Shasta. Breeded dinosaurs, they themselves were born and came to.
Did he say breed dinosaurs? Fire flow coming in, and the layering of the voice is great. We just got a little bit of that bottom layer poking through, giving us a little bit of that like crunchier type sound. Let's hear it again.
The sides had yellow skin, the esoteric continent, Nebraska black Lemurians building shelters on Mount Shasta. Breeded dinosaurs, they themselves were born and came to termin eggs. Brown Malayan features of a Toltec crushed Acadian heads. They chanted Tao centuries before they ever chanted Om. The greatest civilization was Atlantis, wasn't Caesar's Rome. They flew in ships.
Okay, yeah, so I was wondering, the greatest civilization was Atlantis. And it's been real interesting because I'm sure some of y'all out there have been watching Graham Hancock's series where he talks about, ancient apocalypse and all that type of stuff. And, his clips and a bunch of other people talking on Joe Rogan, talking about possible places Atlantis could have been. And the story of how it was like a whole world nation, just one world united. And Atlantis was the capital with 10 nations all around, something like that. I don't know all of it, but very interesting to hear a track about it. I guess maybe the Lemurians were the inhabitants of this society.
The greatest civilization was Atlantis, wasn't Caesar's Rome. They flew in ships, masters of the ancient wisdom, slept in orbs with brains 3 times the size of normal folks to help absorb ascended masters dharmic. The yogis conquered matter plane, Egyptian god Amenhotep preceded Akhenaten's reign of Saint Germain, planetary.
Yeah, and just a lot of talk about like religious, esoteric type figures. We talking about yogis, and we talking about Egyptians now, and just a bunch of more mystical, at least that's how we refer to them, but maybe that's just because we don't understand it.
Seated Akhenaten's reign on Saint Germain. Planetary Buddhas, well as cosmic Christ. Theosophists, Blavatsky, floating cities, shining blinding lights. Akashic mother teachings increasingly growing. Syncretistic, Cappadocian father, pseudo-Dionysus, mystics, Henry Corbin, pupils of the school of all illumination. Archetypal Gnosticism, human souls for elevation. Lady Nada Afra, the coming of Sanat Kumara, mortal master of the Himalayas. Praise Babaji's father, transmutation.
Yo, that's crazy. He said mortal master of the Himalayas, and then I think we got like Bodhisattva, a little bend on the word there. Great push, great energy. Just pulling it right through the beat.
Lady Nada Afra, the coming of Sanat Kumara, mortal master of the Himalayas. Praise Babaji's father, transmutation, epistemological justification, rational empirical approaches, ain't no trepidation. Transcendental deities, the attributes of elementals, goodness is divinity, and justice served as good for mental. Swam Poseidon, intercessions, blessed figures captured gliding, green skin, god of the dead, Osiris symbol rising, wild coyote Santa Muerte.
And yeah, a lot of old gods getting mentioned here. We're talking about Poseidon. Now we just got to Osiris. A lot of mythology, and then blending that into the real world. It kind of reminds me, this is kind of silly. It reminds me of that quote from Thor in one of the Marvel movies where I think it's like Jane or whatever his name is asking him about like magic and science. And he's basically like, well, in my world, those are the same thing. And that's kind of the energy I'm getting here, where it's like we're mixing factual with the mystical, and then out of that, how separate are they? And what are these myths and legends and everything? What are they constructed from? Where did these stories come from? Why do they exist?
Desert bound, they smoke peyote. Go against the Yamabunta, Lord of hell, it takes huevotes. Right through Hades, small coins for passage, place them in the mouth. Prayers for the dead inscribed on catacombs they buried south. Divine scriptures, simply am a tool to help paint vivid pictures. Neo-pagan, supernatural beings, classified celestial. Proto-Indo-Euro drive, golden apple source for scribes. Hypercosmic powers of the gods, they took on earthly wives. They gathered clouds, a symbol of a...
Hold up. Talking about gods took on earthly wives. Now we can be talking about, the stories of Zeus appearing as like a swan or whatever animal it might have been to women. And then, he gets up in there and knocks him up with a demigod or of sorts. Very interesting subject matter here.
Proto-Indo-Euro drive, golden apple source for scribes. Hypercosmic powers of the gods, they took on earthly wives. They gathered clouds, a symbol of a polar oak is always Zeus. Growing off each other's called buttons, how they reproduce. Had human heads, the body was a lion, tiger, of a bear, made to eat the corpses of the enemy.
Hold up, let me bring that back.
How they reproduce at human heads, the body was a lion, tiger, of a bear, made to eat the corpses of the enemies incisors.
Bro, that's just blowing my mind. Like human head, lion body, something about a bear. Either ways, sounds like one of those crazy animals, like a griffin maybe, or a sphinx, or yeah, maybe a sphinx. We haven't heard anything. Do sphinxes have wings? Let me know in the comments. I feel like I've seen them with wings, but I don't know if that's default.
And tiger of a bear, made to eat the corpses of the enemies incisors. Tear anchors were social, real powered battleships were sailing coastal, alternating dark and golden ages at the cycles. No show blazing comet, white horse, procession seated avatar, demigods, magi's, as biblical as Balthazar. Ganesha breaking off a tusk, stashing food upon the moon, banished to the outer atmosphere. The damn the waxing moon is solid liquids also
banished to the outer atmosphere, the waxing moon. Great wordplay here. Just the linkage between the bars, the way he travels between the topics and then comes back to them, but with more information. We're getting like little bits and pieces as we're rolling through, and then they're kind of stacking up into, okay, this goes here with the Greek, this goes here with the Egyptian, this goes here with, so on and so forth. That's what I've really been able to pick out myself, at least.
The outer atmosphere, the damn the waxing moon is solid liquids, also gas. Ether seen by mystic seers, permeating fluid crystal structure stood a million years. It's
and then ether, I believe, is an old element that used to be believed in some of these, in some of these belief systems, we'll call it, which was kind of like, that ethereal, the what you can't see, from my understanding. Please educate me in the comments if you have the need to.
Permeating fluid crystal structure stood a million years. Its metaphysics, prana is the life-sustaining vital force. Indiscriminately subatomic particles change course. Aggressive humans dropping from their feet to worship Abraham. Melchizedek, the secret of the gods with callous labor hands. Condition and they counterpart.
Oh, Abraham to callous to labor hands? Fire, man.
And their counterparts could lead them to insanity. Krishna was the Godhead, supreme personality. Love is unconditional, Lord Metatron traditional. The great divine director, life stream was inadmissible. Characteristic.
Okay, cool. So we got, I believe, Krishna just got mentioned. So we're getting some of the Indian gods in there. Forgive me, I'm not sure exactly what religion that is from. And then we have him talking about Metatron, where I'm aware of Metatron's cube, but is there more to the story there? I haven't done the research myself. I'm not sure.
Traditional, the great divine director, life stream was inadmissible. Characteristic languages, inflectional, advanced linguistics. Human races weren't prepared, they running scared ballistic. Helped to set up modern lotto, gunpowder, rocket bottles. Hyperboreal creatures having orgies, wait for.
Starting with ballistic and then getting to rockets and then having the actual rocket shooting, like the fireworks sound when it's lit off. Great choice, man.
Powder, rocket bottles, hyperboreal creatures having orgies, wait for Hefner's grotto. Radioactive dating data, tropical, the tribes are scattered. Evolution cosmologically is really all that matters.
The continent appeared on Earth approximately 370,000 years ago. It was about twice the size of Australia and located where Indonesia now stands. 20,000 years ago, the first signs of civilization appeared, and 3,000 years after that, the civilization was able to reach its peak.
The Mu Empire has entered the age of advanced solar technology.
Huh. That's extremely interesting, man. That was Lemuria from Beast 1333. Some crazy bars going on in there. A lot of talk about, predecessors and ancient gods and the world that we live in today, and how has it all come to this point, and what's real and what's fake. I don't really know. But that was a great track, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you, Jabrain and Child Succubus, for the suggestion. Keep them coming in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit that bell. I really do appreciate it, guys. Much love to everybody in the No Shoes gang, and I will see you all next time.